Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of May 2023 for the sign of Gemini. If you have Sun, Moon or Rising in Gemini, this might be the video that you want to watch, or if you're a cross watcher and your beloved person or someone who's dear to your heart is a Gemini, you also can watch this video and you can send this to them or share this with them in case you would like to for them to know what is coming for them in May. We're gonna look at the energies and we're trying to understand what is coming, what do we need to know for Gemini. And I also want to thank you all for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, and also those of you who just joined, thank you so much. I am so happy that you chose to watch this video. Also, huge thanks to those who request private readings. Thank you for your patience. If you are interested to have a private reading with me, you can find my contact in the About tab. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what kind of messages we are going to have for Gemini for May 2023. Wow, someone is exhausted. I see a female energy. They seem very exhausted to me, or disappointed. I see a little bit of anger. Some of you might have been trying to fix a situation, to change a condition, change someone's mind, and try to like grab their attention, gather their attention, have their attention, try to change their mind. I specifically see that someone is trying to change someone's mind, but they are very close to basically quit and give up because this person is not going to change their mind. So I see the Gemini really frustrated. Maybe some of them are even crying. And again, as I said, I see mostly this for a female energy. It could be something that Gemini has done and now they're apologizing to that person, asking for forgiveness even, or asking for a way to get back to something, and that person doesn't want to forgive or let go, and this brings a lot of frustration. Some of you are feeling that your hands are not able to do anything else, like you feel like your hands are like your hands are short, and like, because I see for this figure, I really see short hands. You think like there's nothing else you can do, and you can't reach the thing that you want, and this brings a lot of frustration, anger. But I think for some of you, or for some Gemini, they get the message that it's over, it's done and over. And maybe for some of you, over a year, you have been challenging, you have been struggling with this situation. Maybe to get back on a position, maybe to get someone's attention, someone's forgiveness, and or maybe you wanted for example, you wanted to try get to a job or in an organization, or get to a school, or get back to someone, or convince someone to give you money, or anything it can be. And you are about to understand that it's over and you need to find a new path. And that's actually, it's a good thing, because you need to understand that some things which are not, if you have to push at so many levels to get something for yourself, to secure something, I mean, you have to deal with that on daily basis, and this is outside of human power to have this stress every day and try to convince people every day and every time. So I feel like you might be frustrated, you might be upset about this, but it is for your benefit. It's actually that final moment that you get to like, okay, that's it, so I can't change it, I'm just gonna accept it. There's acceptance that comes after the anger and after disappointment, but I feel a very good energy about it. Some of you, I feel a little bit of rainy situation, or floody, or soaking, something is soaking wet. Maybe some of you have been crying for a long time. If you have, well, for some people specifically, it's not for everyone, but I see that you don't wash the fruits and vegetables that you buy, and I see that there are germs or pesticides that are on that, like on the fruits or vegetables. Again, it just applies for some people. Maybe one person even needed to know this, and I need to say, even for 10% of people who are watching, this might be helpful, specifically if you have kids. toddlers, and you want to give them fruits and vegetables. I see someone is not washing them properly. Maybe you just rush, quickly rinse them, but there is some kind of toxic thing that I see is there, and it's not I don't know, completely cleaned or completely, or maybe you need to wash. The only thing comes to my mind is fruits and vegetables, but maybe it can even be some meat or chicken that you buy. Maybe you need to wash, because I see contamination, bacterial contamination. I know that some things, I mean, some food we cook, but still, washing will be, it's advised to you. The only thing that can say is that your Lord Mercury will be in Cancer, which is a wet, watery sign. So there might be little water accidents. Maybe things get soaked, or maybe you need to soak things more. Or maybe some of you have started soaking your fruits and vegetables. Maybe you found something on the internet that you have to soak it, or maybe someone advised you to wash them better. I see you have more relationship with washing and soaking things. Some of you are keeping things fresh. Maybe you have found some new method to keep flowers in your home alive for a longer time. Anyways, I see some improvements, but definitely you are stepping in a new direction, because the previous condition kind of kicked you out, and now you have no choice. But actually you should have done that before, but you were trying to change the situation as you wanted, and it didn't happen. Someone is very angry, and they might kick something with their food. Be careful. You might hate your feet, or you might hate yourself if you are going to oppose someone, to kick them or to attack them. Not physically, I mean jump on them, like kick them. You're so mad, or this Gemini is so upset that they might want to kick someone's bottom. So just this might be hurtful for yourself, so try to be patient. There's still some little obstacles that you need to overcome, even for those of Geminis that they realize that okay, they have to start a new path, and they have to give up the previous whatever hope they had. On the new path, there are still a little bit of waiting periods, a little bit of rock climbing, a little bit of waiting, or little obstacles, but they are really nothing based on what you have been challenged with recently. But I see you're exhausted. I think that's the first thing I saw, and I'm seeing again. Some of you are caring for a baby, or for an older person, someone who's weaker than you, and I think that's actually very good, but it also is an extra layer of responsibility for you. I see money on your side, but there's money, but you get that money as a I can give you an example. Maybe it's in the relationship, and they give you some money. I don't know, maybe you need to quit your job, and they give you some packages. Yeah, this is money, but you don't really appreciate it. It could be other things too, other separations or other business endings that you need to take your money, but you'd rather continue and keep that money in the business, something like that. I see financially you won't have any issues. I don't see hardships for financial problems, but I just see that is unsatisfaction. Someone is taking a massage or going for a massage, which is very good for you. It can calm you down. It can make you even your mind work better. It can relax your body. So if there's something that you can do, just go and try to calm down. Someone has bugs in the home, and they're finding different ways. Maybe you're spending money to buy these gadgets to kill the bugs, but none of them work, and finally you start chasing them. There is a female energy who's really heartbroken. For some of you, maybe there was an anger, disagreement with your partner, and it was a sad ending. It could have been even it might have gotten not physical, but verbally, like maybe harsh language was used, maybe things were thrown away. A little bit of aggression I can see there. I mean, if that's the case, if this applies to you, I suggest that you don't go back to this person. Don't try to go back to this person or to this situation. It can be an abusive work situation or any kind of condition, but don't go back, because you're still you are realizing that there is no way back, and there is no use to be with this person or in this situation. But still, after a while, it comes back to you and like, okay, maybe I can try a different way. But the advice for you, Gemini, is that you have to understand, if this is the end, this is the end. You have to accept it. Some of you really don't mind being separated from the situation, but you want to prove yourself the decision maker. You want to say, I am the decision maker. I'll leave when I want to leave. Avoid that. If that's the what is in your mind, try to come into peace with yourself. Try to come into trusting the universe, and try to understand that this is what you have to move forward with. Someone is buying a birthday cake, but I don't know, there's something wrong with it. If you order by delivery, they might bring it and something might have happened in the shipping, and I see it's deformed. I see a piano. Maybe someone needs to fix their piano, or there's an old piano that you might buy, or maybe I don't know, somehow you bring it to your home. It needs to be fixed. It needs some things, but it brings a lot of joy, maybe, or a lot of positive energy in your place. So try to distract yourself. Some of you, be careful. Your piano, maybe one leg might break, or there might be a defect. I see it's old, or there is something wrong with it, that it might fall on your leg. I definitely see someone might basically hurt their foot. Something might drop on your foot, on your toe. Be careful about that. And you are Gemini. Mercury is your ruler, and Mercury governs feet and hands. And I see both your feet and hands are I know they could be not danger, but they're specified here. Be careful with your hands, with your feet. Mercury will be retrograding the first weeks of May 2023. So be careful if in your communications, in your verbal communications, in your emails, there might be mistakes. As a lot of you might know, the Mercury retrograde, I'm not going to explain it here, but it has effects on communication, deals, errors. Don't buy cell phones or computers. Communication could be much harder, or with a lot of error. If you are in a condition that you need to deal with someone and communicate with them, and they're not in the mood, they don't seem to understand what you want, and they kind of keep rejecting you, at least leave it for now till Mercury is direct. Again, I see that someone is differently departing. I see a female energy is leaving, and I see that the other person, they are not that much bothered. I see that they are living their life. Maybe this Gemini still sends them messages. I see that they don't really care. They're either deleting the messages, or they don't read it as they should. I see a monkey. If you are a Gemini born on the year of monkey, I see that you might find a very, very close friend. Definitely, I see the monkey and the dog. So you can be friends with someone who's born year of dog, based on the Chinese horoscope. Dog could be a very good companion for you. In reality, maybe it can be your pet. Maybe someone is listening that they have a monkey and a dog as pets. Or maybe you take your dog to the zoo, and your dog communicates with a monkey somehow. But again, the majority of the energy that is coming to me is like that. If you are a monkey born Gemini, dog can be year of dog people can be very compassionate. I'm not saying that to start romance. It can be romance as well, but I can say that at this point of your life, they can be very good friends, even maybe therapists, or even partners for investments, or give you advice. That is very dominant. I can see that. I see a family that maybe the mother or the female energy with the child, they're living together, and I feel like the father or the male energy has traveled, or he works somewhere else. There is a little bit of sadness. There is a little bit of separation. If it is a family that they're separating, I see another person involved. There might be someone who's influencing one side of this family, and I see this is guided. The arrow is pointing to up, like it's going up, so it's good. Things are getting better. If you invested, the money is gonna, your investment, your assets, they're going to increase. Again, I see good financial growth for you. I mean, there's nothing bad. I don't see any loss, but emotionally, you are very drained. And again, a lot of it comes from yourself. Like, you don't want to give up, you want to prove yourself right. You don't want to be someone who's someone dictates them what to do. You do not want the person who is not wanted, and you're trying to change that. Again, these are, again, not, I think these feelings, they don't make sense, and you should have much more stronger self-esteem. And if someone doesn't want to be in a relation or a connection, you can just easily cut and say, okay, bye. Good luck. Something is going very slow. I see a turtle, but that's a good thing. You don't want this happen too quickly. Maybe there's something, some events, chain of events that need to happen in the right time. And if you push, just you make the workflow of universe disrupted. So don't do that. Again, I see bag of money. Some of you, don't forget to put your garbage out. If you're going on vacation, you might do that and you might come back to a disaster. If you forgot putting the garbage out and you went out or you went on vacation and you come back, I think you will see a lot of bugs or maybe even rats in your home. Try to clean better. Some of you, I see there are cleaning advice that you might be useful for you. Some of you, I see a lot of puppies and in your home. I don't know if your dog had a litter, or there's some, maybe some of you are looking into adoption, but there can be a lot of friendship possibilities for you. The reading is saying that if you have become out of, if you came out of a relationship, maybe romance or work, there is replacements that you can find, or new people that you can meet. There are new relationships that you can build, and there are new places that you can go. If it is possible for you, book yourself a ticket, try to travel. Don't continue chasing that person or that situation to have them back or to win them back. I see a skeleton face. You need to let go. Something is dead and done, and you need to put it in the cemetery, say bye, and ask them to stay or rest in peace. Put something in peace and leave, move along. And I see you will find new people who are even appreciating you much more. You will have fantastic time with them. Some of you, maybe you are very picky, or some of you are dealing with people who are picky and they pick on you. I see letter N, and I see a Cancer sign. A Cancer sign can bring a lot of joy in your life at this point. Maybe you have a baby Cancer. For some of you, you're interested in aliens or stuff like that, maybe space, research. Maybe you're thinking about those concepts more, and you're trying to, maybe even a cult, you're trying to understand more about those. Some of you might even have visions, or in dreams you might have some downloads that you're, and it's very unusual and new to you. And we had basically an eclipse in your 12th house. You might be feeling energies from the divine that you never had before, and it might be dreams, weird sensations. You might feel like you kind of knew something, or something that you were thinking about, it just happened. Those things, you, and as I said, you are not used to it, but it will show it to you. It will present itself to you. Again, I see some black bags. I can't say if it's waste and garbage that you need to remove, but I see a rabbit around it. With the year of rabbit ending, you will tie and close a circle. Definitely, Gemini. You come out of a circle, and an old story, an old dilemma, and something that was bothering you, a circle in your life needs to be ended. And I see next to the rabbit there is a big garbage bag, and with the year of rabbit, you will tie things, you will wrap things, and you put them in the waste, in the dumpster, and they'll be gone. It can be people, situations, even thoughts that you have. Some of you might be a new person. You will have a new mentally even character, and you think differently. You have different expectation from life, and which is great. And I see changes in your mindset, which is actually very nice. Some of you might start studying. Scorpio people also can help you. You might learn from them, or you might start even teaching. Some of you might Study a little bit and then start teaching to other people. Maybe you just need a degree or something, which is going to be very, very good. Don't be picky. I see some of you are, you have like a needle in your hand and you want everything to pass the hole in the needle. If it doesn't, you will just don't accept it and you reject it. For some of you, love and romance, don't be picky. Try to give people a chance. Again, as I said, if you came out of a relationship and you're still mourning about that, try to see other people. I see swimming very good for you. Energy of water is, again, is your sign is air, and sometimes water is not going to be comfortable for you, but at this point I see that swimming and spending time even next to the water or a lake can be very helpful. I see a male energy who's upset. They have a white dog. They go for long walks and the dog follows them. They don't put the leash on the dog. There is a gift that you might buy for yourself or for someone else, but you will ask the person, the deceased person, to wrap it for you and decorate it. The fish is in the tank. Your money, finances, as I mentioned earlier, is good. I don't see multiplying and getting bigger and bigger, but it's a normal, okay situation. If your person that you cut or you stopped relationship with, it can be romance or business, they had N in their name, first name or last name, anywhere in their name, I see a reversed N. You need to close, you need to reverse, you need to completely stop your relationship or partnership with them. Again, try to connect with water signs. As I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio can also help you in different ways. Like as I said, Scorpions can be good teachers for you. You can learn from them and they can help you have a very deep vision in your life. Well, my dear Gemini, that was your reading for May. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and until the next time, stay blessed.